Reworked bow skills, skill gems in POE. Alongside the new skills and supports we talk about recently, we'll also rework in 3 bow skills, including explosive arrow, shrapnel shot, and burning arrow, and making number of mechanical and balance adjustments to other skills. Explosive arrow previously could have up to 5 stacks, refreshing the duration. We already know that it's gonna, like, they already said it somewhere in the keynote or something, somewhere, that they're gonna be stacking basically indefinitely now, I think. But it doesn't refresh the duration anymore. But the 5 arrows refreshing the duration each time. Now there is no limit. Number of explosive arrows on the target, and the duration can be refreshed. This lets you keep firing into an enemy, and you'll have a regular explosion rather than having to halt firing to wait for detonations. The radius of the explosions is now +2 larger per arrow on the target, up to maximum of +19 at level 20. That is a lot of radius. But you still need, like, you need 10 arrows on a target to get that. Something like that, right? I assume at level 21 it's 20 radius. So that you slap 10 arrows in it, that's it. The skill no longer deals secondary damage with its explosion, which creates limited support and passive options as many specific damage modifiers will apply. Now each arrow explosion will deal a portion of your base weapon damage with a large added fire bonus and the full effects of any other added damage. Not sure if I like that it's base weapon damage. But okay, this still makes scaling the level of gem useful, as you will be boosting the fire damage of the explosion, but most that's like increased bow damage will apply to the entire explosion. The explosion consumes all explosive arrows on the target and deals the combined damage of all arrow explosions, letting you build up a very strong ignite, and the skill deals more damage with ignite for each explosive arrow in the target. The barrage support is an efficient way to quickly stack up arrows in the target, created for dealing high damage to bosses with large explosion afterwards. Overall, the skill is much simpler to build and use, with lower mana cost much, while retaining the core mechanic that made it interesting. Well, we know what Rise QD is gonna be playing next league. I think. Probably. Actually doesn't like it? Really? I mean, it has a crazy extra single damage potential, assuming the damage numbers are up there. We don't know that yet. One question that lingers in my head currently, though, is snapshotting? Can we... How does it work when if let's say we slap the first arrow with like a +3 bolt, then we weapon swap to Quill Rain, and then just stack it up? Because that at least used to be a thing. I don't know if it's anymore. I haven't really keeping up with Explosive Arrow. I would assume they're gonna try to make that not be a thing, obviously. Well, okay. I mean, I like the mechanical rework. Now we need to know the numbers. Shrapnel Shot is now called Galvanic Arrow because of the Shrapnel Ballista, making the lightning team more obvious and differentiating the skill from the new Shrapnel Ballista. Yeah. The skill still has a damage cone, but its projectiles are now limited range, traveling base distance of 40 before projectile speed modifiers. 40 is here, which is very short by base. I think how much is it compared to point blank? Yeah, point blank is 10 units for full. Killed your snap sharpness of cursor, yeah. It's kind of interesting that they made it like that. I mean, yeah, it's a single target skill, right? With about twice the range of cleave, the skill now comes with 2 additional projectiles, giving a close range focus to skill. It also has added lightning damage that grows as the gem levels. The skill has a new mechanic that lets projectile speed modifiers up to its AoE, making it much easier to scale up the skill's damage cone while simultaneously increase the range of the projectile. Overall, the skill is now focused on being a close range skill at lower levels and a powerful and sizable damage at higher sizable damage area at high levels. Adjustment to this damage means that collateral damage threshold jewel no longer be regarded, so we're stopping the jewel from dropping. Existing copies will do 50% increased damage with the cone rather than giving 50% charge for double damage. Okay, I mean that's still a lot of damage. It's quite not this, but yeah. Burning Arrow, we've seen it, but yeah, has a new mechanic that applies an additional stacking burning effect when it ignites, dealing a portion of the ignite damage stack up to 5 times and lets you get more damage against a target that survives multiple arrows. The goal of this change is to improve the skill's single target damage. The new stacking burning effect can't proliferate as it doesn't count as ignite. Yep. Stacking burning damage and the more damage with ignite of the skill also grows at the gem levels. Because of these changes, the sudden ignition threshold tool is no longer required to have the skill be combined. High level sudden ignition and pitch darkness will no longer drop, and existing copies of sudden ignition will disable the new stacking burning effect of the skill. Okay. I'm becoming a rap guy, boys. Slowly. I'm like, okay, so I'm like, okay, all of these changes sound pretty nice. We don't know the damage numbers. And like, but everyone is gonna try to play Soul Alpha on hardcore for the boss skill race. And I highly doubt that people are trying to do that with bow builds. It's gonna be weird. Yeah, it's gonna be very weird. Looking forward to a ladder death announcement this league. Yep. Adjustments. Tornado Shot has been a big. Wait, how the fuck?
Ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous. This is how I read it. Ubiquitous is how a Finnish person reads this. If they don't know how to pronounce it. Ubiquitous. What does it even mean? I don't know. Okay, so it's ubiquitous bow skill for some time now, with its mechanics allowing both high sound damage and large area spread, while being very flexible in how it's built. We like to keep the flexibility while making sure the skill doesn't excel in every aspect. To that end, we are making a secondary projectile into limited range projectiles. This will mean the secondary projectiles won't travel as far from the target location unless you invest heavily in projectile speed, giving the skills area more of an opportunity cost. Oof. Oof. Oh, boys. Oh, fuck, there's Scourge Arrow mentioned too. Okay. Eye Shot. Eye Shot is having its chill crown removed, as changes to calculation of chill and shock will make it much easier to apply chill to a target, equivalent to the slow that was previously granted by Chill Crown. The chilled crown was only applying to a very small area, so now the skill will have more reliable chill over its full area of effect. We'll also be adding new stats to the skill that makes its chill more powerful and reliable. Okay. Blast Train. Blast Rain. The number of blast rain explosion is now affected by the number of projectiles the skill fires. This means that additional projectiles are now a significant damage multiplier similar to how additional projectiles affect barrage. This will make its focus damage much more competitive with other bow skills. Its enchantment is being buffed as a result of this change, granting one additional projectile instead of a chance for an additional blast. Yep. Scourge Arrow's base weapon damage has been lowered, but the skill now deals added chaos damage that grows as the gem levels. The skill was often used for builds adding elemental damage, so this change is intended to give it a greater reward to chaos damage based builds, while also improving its usability while leveling. So, in the case of deck stacking still being a thing, this is unchanged. But I think it's a fair assumption that deck stacking is gonna be much harder. Yeah, like they're gonna do something about it, right? But in case they don't, Scourge Arrow is untouched. Plus better to level with, which is kind of cool. Oh no, wait, never mind. Base weapon damage. I'm dumb. Yeah, never mind. Of course it affects it. I'm something. I don't know. I don't know if Pepeka is enough to. For some reason, I was thinking about it having like added physical and that being lowered. I don't know why, but yeah. This is definitely a nerf for those as well. The stacking is nerf, but adding flat chaos makes up for that. Depends a bit on the numbers. We'll have this wait and see. But then again, we don't even know if deck stacking as it is will be a thing next league. So it's hard to say. Split Arrow now has added physical damage on the gem that it grows as it levels, with slightly lower base damage. This makes it more powerful leveling, being less dependent on having a powerful bow. Other bow and wand skills have received numerical tweaks. Interesting. Which you'll be able to see when we provide full list of skill gems. Visual improves. We added an arrow surge to many bow skills, as well as burst of energy release from the bow as you fire. Ooh, that's kind of cool. This makes arrow skills feel much punchier and easier to see at lower levels. Okay. God damn it, where's my flashbang? Ah. Oh my goodness. Just look at my face lit up with the skill when he uses it. Get down. Man, EA is gonna feel so much smoother to play because you can just keep spamming. That doesn't refresh the duration of them, right? It's gonna feel so much better. Okay. There will be more changes that we'll be making as we finalize bow changes, including enchantments, passives, unique balance, and more. You'll have to wait until balance manifest and patch notes to hear them. Oh shit, are you guys ready for the 3-hour Patch notes, balance manifest reviews. Okay. Good stuff. Okay, we have teasers as well that I haven't seen yet. Is this strike skills target one additional nearby enemy. Damn, dude. This and the anoint? Pretty nice. Oh, Hemophilia, you'll be glad. You're just glad, dude. You're glad, okay? It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, okay, that is a very powerful mod. Also, we don't know if it's a suffix or a prefix, because that's a prefix, prefix, suffix, suffix. But yeah, that's pretty powerful. And then we have, here is another unique for our upcoming Conquerors of the Atlas expansion. Can we start talking about it as Kota already? You know, Conquerors of the Atlas. Can we just take Kota already? Much easier. Mistawall. Lackward Buckler. Increased evasion rating, movement speed, fire cold rest, chance to avoid elemental damage from hits while phasing. You're at maximum chance to block attack damage if you have not blocked recently. You have phasing if you have blocked recently. Interesting. That is a lot of damage mitigation for builds that have a crazy dodge plus evasion. Yeah, it has a lot of evasion too. This is a very, very strong field. Damn. Like, if you're playing a build that has crazy dodge and evasion, you add even more. So that's just, yeah, that's a lot. That is a lot. Yeah, like this on like a trickster is pretty big. I mean, well, same for Raider, and you know, but oh yeah, dude, this league should be Raider changes, right? Like actual rework. Because this league, like the current league, Blight League, it was just numerical changes, right? And they said that they wanna rework it, so this is like the perfect time to do it, right? I'm also totally expecting Deadeye to be reworked, and the what is the word for zoom node? I don't remember the name. Tailwind. I think either they're either gonna remove Tailwind completely, or they're gonna make like a Tailwind even stronger than it already is on it, because you can have it on the boots now, for example. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I hope that they're doing something to Raider, even though Raider is already good. But yeah. This is not 16, it's 13%, because there's some negative people. It's yeah, it can. Okay, so wait. Where was the math done? Is it here? Yeah, it's yeah, a very high evasion build and very high evasion and dodge build is gonna get insane attack damage mitigation with the shield. It is very strong. Especially because when you do block, right? And you can't block the next attack because you lost your, well, you didn't lose your all of your block, but you are no longer capped block, right? But because you have so much evasion and dodge, the chance that you will reset back to max block before you get hit again is very high. You know, max block wouldn't think that the scale of max block chance be decent. Yeah, I mean, if you want, you can go Sibyls. Sure. An arcane shift. Yeah. Yeah, I really like this shield. This is I mean, this is also just a very crazy shield. Yeah, if you're clad, this should also convert. That's true. Block effects, evasion, entropy. Yeah. So you get hit. So you're very likely to not get hit again. Obviously, it depends on your evasion and etc. But yeah, it helps. Yes. Okay, that's pretty bog.